Good morning.
Morning. How's it going?
Hey. Nobody had joined, so I went and looked for something to eat.
No worries. I mean, no one is joining. It is normal for this course, I believe, right?
Yeah, it is.
People are tired, I believe. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm slept at almost like 12:30 at the midnight. I was
Wow.
I was reading because I'm getting a new certification
Hmm.
uh related to my job position. So, but it's an extra, right? It's not like I'm doing at the on my regular schedule. So I'm doing it in my free time. So I mean, I feel a lot kind of tired, but it's normal. It's normal. It's not the first time that I'm doing this. I mean, I've been doing this like for 3 years. I mean, maybe.
Like getting new
I'm
certifications
yes,
or
I'm trying to get a new certification once a
okay.
year at least.
Wow.
I mean, because it's rough. I mean, in my field, I know people that they get 3 certifications every year, but I believe they don't have a life. I mean, things to do like working out or going out. I believe that they only play video games, and instead of play video games, they are studying. But that's cool. But I cannot be only on the laptop for 16 or 18 hours per day. I mean, I need to
Hmm.
do something else. I mean, I need to leave the laptop away for a few hours.
I think I just posted something on while I was waiting. I was on Instagram um and then I posted something about it says do not go through life, grow through life. Um I'm going to share it.
Hmm.
This one here. It says I think you cannot read it, do you?
Yeah, I can read.
Uh so it says do not go through life, but grow through life. That's my old thinking all the time. Like most of us are just living life and existing. But I think what you're saying, like just playing video game and doing, I mean, good stuff for them. But I think growing, like what you're doing right now, is what
Yeah,
it's a lot more. I think you will have a better reward in the end. It'll be,
I hope.
yeah.
I mean, but it's difficult. I mean, it's not
Oh, I
all
know.
the year, but I mean, at least 1 month before to take the test. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you should push yourself a little bit. I mean, because you are trying to memorize a little bit, also like to comprehend the content, and then, but yeah, I feel kind of tired. I mean, because I feel like that I'm not seeing like as part of my job, but I mean, it's related to the same thing. So I mean, yeah, it's a conflict for me. I mean, I want it,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that it's good for me, but at the end, I want to do other things. Like, I mean, just watch a movie. I mean, and fall
Yeah.
asleep watching the movie and falling asleep. I mean, that's good. I mean, for me, it's something that I enjoyed. I mean, I've seen movies just for 5 minutes, and I'm falling asleep. I love those kind of movies that they are talking, and I cannot stand for 5 or 10 minutes. Love them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What time did you go to bed? 12.
Maybe 12:30, but maybe I slept at maybe 1.
Um, Last night I was not sleepy. It was like it was like 9 p.m. I was hungry because I had not had dinner. So I was hungry, so I went to have dinner. Then I came back at 10, and then I was like I wanted to, sleep early. I was not sleepy, but I wanted to sleep early because I haven't been sleeping well. I went to bed, and then I was like, okay, so what should I do to get fall asleep? And then I started watching videos, and then uh, it was an hour. When it was 11 p.m., I was like, no, I should stop doing this because I was not doing anything, just swiping up and watching stupid stuff. I was not sleepy either at 11 p.m. And so I started listening to some podcast, and then that made me fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, the
Um,
thing is that one of the main habits in order to have a better sleep or to have a better, like a deep sleep uh, cycle is to avoid or skip social media at least 1 hour before go to bed. I mean, it
I
is
know.
super difficult. I mean, for me, it's one of the most difficult thing because we all have I don't know how to say how to pronounce or how to say it in English, but we have that trastorno that is not a disease, it's
Yeah,
you understand,
yep.
but the thing is that there's one that is called fear it's of missing something. We are, I mean, we have that, I mean, we are, I mean, that fear that we are left behind, I mean, by the news, by the like the soaps or whatever. I mean, you need to, I mean, to clean your inbox of notifications. You want to see what other people is doing. It's kind of an anxiety thing that you need to see everything. I mean, you need to get to know everything. So I mean that thing it's driven you to was driving you to do those things, um those social media thing that you are swiping up, swiping up, swiping up. I mean for hours.
For hours.
The thing
Yeah.
is that that's one concept, and the other is that like other things like pornography for instance,
What
you
is
get
that?
that instant gratification, right? That's instant award. I mean that the thing is that imagine for your brain seeing funny things that you like, because the Instagram algorithm, it's even more really fun, it's more, or it's better built than the Facebook, because I've been analyzing the two. I mean the two,
Really?
but not analyzing in terms of code, analyzing the content that it's displaying to me, and it's different in both applications. I believe that Instagram it's more driven to catch you up. I mean, like to get, I mean, that you stay there for as long as you
Same
you
as
want. I mean,
TikTok.
yeah, I mean, I don't have a TikTok account or installed on my cell phone. I
It's
believe
the
with
best.
Reels and Facebook, it's more than
Hmm.
enough. I mean, I've spent
Hmm.
sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours a day. So I added like a restriction in my cell phone, and a reminder if I've been, I mean, if I been there for more than an hour. I mean, it's displaying me like alert, and I can skip it.
How do you do
Or
that?
I don't know. In iPhone, you can say not for Instagram or whatever. I mean, for any app, you can set a time, a maximum time using daily those any application. So I added for Facebook and Instagram. Those are my only things that I mean, WhatsApp maybe I'd spend more time, but I mean, at least I'm speaking with people. I mean, not with that instant gratification. The thing is that imagine for a brain saying those things that are good, that are funny, that are related to the things that I like for hours. I mean, and jumping one thing to other, getting those things that you are I mean, you're feeling good. I mean, it's like and then a couple hours later, you're not seeing that. It's like, oh, this is boring. Everything is boring. I mean, I want to see those. I mean, and that's sort of study for kids that their TV shows for kids are built in the same way. I mean, they are like seeing a lot of image, colors, everything. That's why they are so addicted to those things. I mean, and I mean, try to keep. I mean, to take out one cell phone to a kid, they're starting yelling, bad mood. I mean, like what is the name of that tantrum? Tantrum, right?
Same happens with my boy when he comes over. He is like watching TV. He's with my cell phone, or he's with the Alexa watching
Yeah,
videos. And then if I'm working, he's spending the time watching TV on the Alexa or with my cell phone. But when he's home with his mom, he's playing with the toys. He's running around. He's playing with anything that is in the house. And 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 when he comes here, he's always spending time on the cell phone, the computer, the Alexa, or the TV. That's why that's why I don't bring him home lately, because he when he comes here, that's what he does. But I was like, why do you do this here? And when you're with mom, you're playing all the time with the toys. But I think, well, I bought him a lot of toys, and but here he like, doesn't like to play with them. Um, but of course, it's the way that I've taught him. But it's because I'm busy. I've been busy delivering classes or doing anything here, and sometimes it's kind of hard for me to play. But it's the same with his mom because she's working too. So, um, and the other day, he spent like, wow, it was a lot of time on the TV, cell phone, and the Alexa, and then he was next to me. When I looked at him, his eyes were red because he
yeah,
was watching a lot of stuff, and I was, no, you know what? Stop doing this. Do play with your toys, and now when I'm on the car with him, I don't give. Even in the car, I used to give him my cell phone, and now I don't.
yeah. I will try to keep away my kids if I had kids, but I will try. I mean,
You don't have kids?
no, I don't have kids.
Don't have kids.
But if I had kids, but I will try to teach them things for life. I mean, not, I mean, and I won't give them like a cell phone until like maybe 12 years. I mean, I will fight. I mean, I know it's difficult because I know that I want, I have one aunt and she told me that the cell phone is the amansa niños, right? I mean, they are not
Yeah.
doing anything. They are not complaining. They are not yelling. I mean, even they don't eat because they are so focused on that. They are so addicted to that. But I believe that you are, I mean, instead of doing a good thing, you're creating really, really bad habits. And the thing is that you don't have the control that the things that they want to see, even though you can set parental control up,
Uh-huh.
but it's not the same. I mean, still people saying things, the sponsors things. I mean, I believe that you don't have the control of your kids if you're leaving the cell phone for a couple of hours with the cell phone. I mean, I believe that you should be a parent instead of leave the phone sometimes. I mean, it's kind of hard, and I'm not a father, and maybe I will do that. I don't know, but I will fight for not doing that because I seen kids and they are growing very different that other kids because they are so addicted. But I mean, but I'm not saying that addicted like we are addicted to sugar. I mean, they are addicted like real drugs. I mean, because I mean, there's the principle of like that instant gratification is like when you have a gratification in your body release dopamine, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the um like when you are listening music, when you are like winning something at work or with your friends. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can expect to releasing dopamine, but with the cell phone, I mean, the thing is that everything else they will see as a boring stuff.
Yeah. I was just reading about a 12-year-old kid in the US in Virginia. He was playing Roblox, which is one of the video games,
Hmm.
and then he went over to sleep at a friend's house, which was across the street. And in the middle of the night, he started texting with someone in Roblox. I'm not a video game person, so but in Roblox, they you can be playing and you can be chatting at the same time. So this kid, this other kid that he was playing with, he asked for his phone number to have him on WhatsApp, so he did at him, and then he started chatting. So the day that this kid went to sleep over at the friend's house, this person, 15-year-old kid, supposedly, he started chatting with him and saying, "Hey, you know what? You seem to be a nice kid. Why don't we meet in person?" And then, I mean, he was with the cell phone chatting at the middle of the night, so he went out of that house, and then he never come back. 3 days later, they found it. He was
Right.
he was raped, and then he was murdered.
Yeah, man. I've seen like a video. This is not a bullshit. I think I've seen in Facebook, but there's a pedophile at a coffee shop, and
Hmm.
then the parent came up with like a poster of the images of the cat, uh, like I don't know, like an evidence, I believe, right?
Uh-huh.
And I mean, but the thing is that that was a pedophile, like 50 years old, probably 40, before in 40s or 50. I mean, like a not a kid, right? And the parent shows up, and the guy was like, oh my god, like kind of scary
Hmm.
but acting normal I mean at the same time. And 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 the parent was like with aggressive tone, I believe, because he, of course he was mad, and but keeping a little bit calm, and like other people was like recording, and he was saying, hey, this is a kid, and
Wow.
and the pedophile said, I won't do anything that he doesn't want. And I believe he's a kid. He doesn't know what he
How
wants.
the f
And I don't know. I mean, I don't know how he did it in order to control and not
hmm
killing that motherfucker, because I mean, because those are motherfuckers. I mean, but I believe that they called the cops, I believe, because he was caught. Uh but that was hard. I mean, imagine that, or process in your brain that your kid, I mean, could live, I mean, with that guy. he will seduce in order, I mean, you know that, I mean, those guys study how to handle or manage
How to
kids,
manipulate them.
how to manipulate them, even though they are doing, I mean, not with a violation, I mean, like, I mean, with will, but it's still, I mean, they are kids, I mean, they are innocents, still, right? And but that's why I believe that movie like The Sound of Freedom is like is, I believe, getting very popular. I've seen it, and I will say that it's a good movie, but it's very sad. I mean, normally I don't, if there's no dogs at the movies, I mean, at the movie, in the movie, I mean, like, I mean, I don't normally cry, but with that movie, I was deep impacted by the scenes. It's very hard. I mean, imagine kids for, I mean, getting raped 10 times per day for years when when they are in their 6 years old, 7 years old, and it's happening. It's not bullshit. I mean, uh, there's like a billionaire industry uh, taking advantage of those poor kids. The thing is that they are like kidnapping kids for poor areas, because I mean, I was saying to a friend that imagine that one important politic here, one of their kids is kidnapped, they stop the country. I probably helicopters and whatever will patrol the city until the kid is delivered again. I mean, but when you are messing with poor people, nobody cares. I believe the purpose of that movie is people care and people see. I mean, I mean, but normally because there's an operation working for that, not one person. It's like maybe 10 persons, like the people who's driving, the people who's selling those, the people who's convincing their fathers for assisting to a meeting, because I mean, in the movie they are the ladies promising their dad that they will be very good artists, performers and everything. So I mean, and then they are kidnapped. Then the father
Oh,
shows up at 7 to get them kids, and there, I mean, like there's like an old hotel, like an old hotel in Honduras, and the room is empty, and that's how it started the movie. But the thing is that it's very hard. Imagine like I mean, I
what's the
cannot
name?
trust my kids to anyone.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you a real story, and I was pissed. I was pissed. There is a 14-year-old boy, um, and once I was with him, because it was like a family reunion, and then we were playing with the phone. It was not a video game. I mean, yeah, it was a video game, but it was like it was a stupid stuff. It was like a very basic thing. So, and when we were playing, a notification showed up on the screen, and it was from somebody from the church. And the message, when we were playing, I saw it and I read it, and the message looked kind of weird. So I was like, hmm. Anyways,
Oh,
we
you
continued
get
playing. We continued playing, and then he went away for a second. Well, it was for a quite couple of minutes, and then he left the phone because I continued playing. I know it's not good to check cell phones, somebody else's phone because, but to me it looked weird, and I did it because I was like, and
you
because
follow your instinct, right?
yes. So what I did is I opened the notification in Facebook. It was in the Messenger app for Facebook, And I started swiping up, and it was a very long conversation that's been going on for months. And the kind of conversation was like, good morning, handsome boy. This man that is 50 something year old, he was telling that to this kid. And then he was mentioning something about his phone that he was broken down, and he said, "Oh, no worries, I'm gonna buy you a new phone so we can continue chatting," and stupid things like that. So what I did is I took a lot of screenshots and sent it to his father and mother and sister, and I said, you know what, this is not good. This because there were a lot more stuff than that. And all of these screenshots, I sent it to the guy that was texting this boy and said, you know what, I got all the screenshots about this because it was a lot more going on here.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
can
so,
tell. I
and
mean,
so,
I've seen other videos and his histories about that, and it's creeping. I will say that my blood is boiling when I'm hearing those things. I mean, those are, depravados. I don't know how to say in
yeah,
English, but they are like but the thing is that what is really, really scare about this, there's not just a few. There's a lot of people doing that.
yeah,
And I mean, that's why, you cannot leave your cell phone. And it's not right. To see other people's conversation, but when your kids are in your protection, I will say that, I don't know. I will keep my eyes in everything. I will try. It sounds hard because you need to dedicate a lot of time, but maybe with technology, it's like you will be like an spy. I will be like an spy. Like an
and spy.
espionage,
Mm-hmm. And
like a
spy.
spy. Yeah, because it's hard. There's a lot of people like they don't care. They don't have uh, uh values or moral values. They don't care. I mean, I mean, and also I've seen like a video, like an interview for like a rapist,
Raper.
a raper for they did it for. I mean, they went to prison, and he was there for 12 years. I believe they released him a couple of years later because he confessed everything. And it was very important because like the police, I don't know if who, maybe the police wanted to see like them operandum modum, right? And
Mm.
he confessed how he selected
The
the victims,
kids.
And first thing is dysfunctional families. If there's like a single mom
Oh,
there, it was easy for him to break into the house or whatever. Or even though not breaking in, like seduce the girl, seduce the single mom, giving the support. Like, right? And then when the time comes, I will take advantage and I will rape the kid. Or if they see like parents that they don't um threat him, that's an option too. Imagine that how impact we have just for. Like you cannot stay with a girl just for the kids, of course,
mm-hmm.
but even though they see that you are a tough guy, or not like a tough, but that you are not seeing like a temblemble, como like others say, right? And see, right? Because
Yeah.
that's what other dudes seeing. That you are not uh, um like how to say that you are not you are not enough to protect them, right? That, so it's like when you are a father, you have that commitment that you should protect your kids and protect your kids physical and also, I mean, for social media right now. I mean, I mean, I think it's something that our parents didn't take care for that because we didn't have that. I mean, I think I had my first like a social media chat with Messenger, but but I knew all the people that I had on
Yeah.
Messenger. Uh, but now there's unlimited options for chats and whatever.
You know what I did with these? I took the screenshots and sent it over to the same guy that I was texting him and said, you know what? I got all the screenshots of what your conversation has been. If you don't stop chatting with him or talking to him, calling him, whatever, I'm gonna go to the police and report you so they can come and get you. In that very same moment, he blocked the account.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
th I think he I think I scared the
Yeah, but that's typical behavior. I mean, I don't know if something happened to me. Probably I will say to my brothers, I'm the older brother, but I'm 184, 214 pounds, but they are bigger. I
yeah.
mean, not muscle guys, but I mean they're strong guys, like a fat muscle guys. Like I mean
Hmm.
they are. I mean you see them and just I mean and they look like strong guys. And I'm seeing I don't look strong when I'm next to them. And probably I will say to my brothers, "Hey, let's kick this motherfucker." And probably I will. I mean, probably even I think I'll lie or like can push my kid to send like a voice note in order to arrange a meeting, and then I will show up with my
Yeah.
brothers. Probably will kick his ass
Hmm.
bad. I mean, I think I mean the thing is that the difficult part that you need to control your mind and not let those emotions control you because it's hard. I mean, it's something that is I mean, it's provoking you like a repulsion, and that makes you very very angry. I mean, I'm not an angry person, but things like that, I believe
Can you
that
imagine something happens to
it triggers
into
something in my
some,
mind.
yeah, somebody you love? I mean,
It is not just that you, I mean, of course there's love, but it's like that innocence
yeah,
that is taking out.
of course.
It's taking very advantage. I mean, I know that when people like men rapes women, I mean, we have that biological part that we are stronger than women. But imagine with a kid, he's innocent, he's super young, he's of course not that strong to fight. I mean, it's like more things. I mean, imagine like it's raping the same gender. It's like a combination of things that I cannot like see something and say, okay, it's not my problem. Even though it's not my kid, for me, it's my problem. I mean, I'm seeing
Of
it.
course.
And I think that's the main thing of the movie. I mean, they want to that people say
What's the name
somebody
again?
if the sound of freedom, I believe that
Oh, the yeah, the one that is in the cinema
yeah,
now.
yeah, that's good movie. And I think it's that people stop like I don't know how to say that, but we say in Spanish like del ojo pacho, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, do something. If you see something, jail, tell the police, tell someone. I mean, not acting, right? Because I mean,
Hmm.
you can get killed, but say something. But people are seeing, I mean, I believe that they're doing things at night that normally people is sleeping, but normally people people see something and they don't say anything. They don't care. I mean, but if your kid is missing, you will try to stop the war, but no one stopped the war because people don't care. But if people care, maybe will be more difficult for them and they will be thinking to do it or not. Now they have the easy way. I mean,
I'm gonna go watch
what is-
that movie.
yeah,
I've heard this get. It's 8:03.
yeah.
Oh, do I have a meeting?
I think I will need it.
Sometimes, sometimes I forget to check my calendar. Oh, at 8:30 I have a meeting. Okay. Hey Victor, nice chat. Nice chatting with you. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye. Take
Bye.
care.
Ciao.